LA's all big Dazz signing on. Anyway, I had my cancer check-up the other day. That went all good again. That was my last one. Well, I got one more to come, and that's the PET scan, then just a phone appointment, then just routinies, if they deem necessary. Anyway, I clicked over 12 months. 12 months cancer-free. Sort of a bit of a shock still. It is a shock because I was told I was going to die. And I put my hand up for the trials treatment in Hobart. Spent nearly 9 months there every week. It's nearly, what was it, 3 days? Was it 3 days? Then 2 days and 3 days and 2 days. And then gradually as it got on, it got easier. Then it was last January, not the January just went, the January before. I spent in hospital for the month. That was for the stem cells and all that to come out and go back in. And you was like you was in quarantine. That was because you had no immune system and different things. But yeah, long story short, it worked. But now the trial what I was on is no longer going. So it's a shame because it helped me. It would have helped a few others and that, but hopefully they got what they needed to work on a cure for that bit of cancer. Hopefully. But I went through it all. Everything they threw at me, I went through. A whole lot of it. It was hard. It was hard. First up, I told when I was going to Launceston and having my chemo, I told I was going to die, and my chemo didn't work. I was having in Latrobe. That's when I put my hand up and went to Hobart. And yeah, so long story short, it's been clicked over 12 months, cancer-free. And you sort of sit and think about it. Had cancer for nearly 2 years. Yeah, it's just phenomenal what you had to do, how you went around it. Like I just did everything I was asked. There was no ifs or buts. I needed to do it. And wicked set of nurses, doctors, everything I had was good. Down Hobart Way. Had things hanging out of my arms, had things hanging out of my chest. And it was a long trip for treatments. Ended up in emergency there once because my face blew up, and what they said was the treatments attacking the cancer, and the cancer tried to fight back and lost. So yeah, and then it was going nearly a 5-hour trip to Hobart and back by the time I stopped, and coming home, it wasn't real good. And now I'm all cancer free. So it's hard because you sort of think, it's like I've done the full circle around. It was. Back to where I am, back to working for myself. So, chronic fatigue. Like, the fatigue's pretty shit house. The only thing I really got after effects of it, the fatigue. It was because it's just you wear out pretty quick. But it's going to take a while. I had about a month off, then I was back working. So, I've done a fair effort because you needed money, because it just breaks you, money-wise. And, but now, clicked over, 12 months cancer-free, and the question people will probably think, do you think it's going to come back? Well, hope not. 12 months is pretty good. What my body went through, and I'm still sitting here to tell the tale. But there's always that in the back of your mind. Cancer might come back. It is, and you dealt with depression and everything else. Depression, as I said, stuff hanging out of your body. It was just easier for the lines to go in, and hospital nights and trips to Hobart, and let me say, I don't like going to Hobart no more. But it worked, and I'm sitting there to tell the tale 12 months later. Boom, it's gone. Probably, it still hasn't sunk in. It didn't sink in when the doctor told me, specialist told me, cancer's gone. I was like, it didn't sink in then. And then now to be, you're sort of counting the months over, and it was like 6 months, and it was like 10 months, and now it's hit 12 months, I'm cancer free. And yeah, you sort of can sit here and say, live to tell the tale, I suppose. But when you sit there and think about it, it was a long process, but it worked. And how would you say it? Like, you see other people go through it, and some people don't make it. I had a few people like that in the rooms with me who didn't make it. I was told yeah. And then you see other people go through it, and the next thing they clicked up 12 months cancer free. You sort of, come on, 12 months, then you hit it, and you're like, I've hit 12 months cancer free. And it's sort of, I don't think it's sunk in. It has, but it hasn't, because it's just, you sort of think 12 months, and it's gone that quick. Like, it's just flew. It really has. And you're sort of thinking, well, I've 12 months free, and then I had 2 years of it, and yeah, it's just unreal, phenomenal. But yeah, I can sit here and tell, back in my new workshop, new beginning, Dazz detail, and touch fish now, still, that kept me going, it did. When I couldn't work, I just fished and done that, and put the journey out there and helped a few people in the process, and hopefully they can sit there and say, well, we're just 12 months cancer free as well. But yeah, she sort of, but one thing you can say, going through all that, sort of opens your mind up a bit about things in the world going on, and it's like, people whinge about just petty stuff when there's other people fighting for their life and different things like this. And it makes you want to know a few more questions and ask a few more questions about everyday life. But yeah, you do sit there and think, so you think, oh, it could come back. Like, after when I got told I was cancer free, I had the body aches, and I was thinking, shit, it's back, it's here, there, and the body, it's just getting back to used to be normal. And like, up in there, you sort of always feeling it, the neck muscle's starting to grow back, and it's one of the things, if I sat down there and put pen to paper, it'd be a wicked story, it would be. They do a full length, big one, of how it all went, and what it was, and what this and that, and tell some yarns. But yeah, it clocked over 12 months. I was still like, beauty, 12 months free from it. It's not coming back. That's what you got to keep your mind set and try to get back to your normal life, because that's a big chunk of it. Going through that is a big chunk of your life, and seeing people around you, and you're sort of sitting there thinking, am I going to make my next birthday, or am I going to see Christmas? I told I was going to die. And when you got kids and this sort of thing, and it breaks you. I broke a few times, but it makes you more the person you are, I think. Go through that to live to tell the tale, and you cherish life a bit more and do more stuff. Well, you try to anyway. Like fuel prices are and all that sort of thing. Try to just live. But, and you take life in perspective a little bit more, and like, don't work all the time. That's what come back working for myself. Because if I can't be fucked for the day, I'm not going to work. I'll go and do something else. I want a day off, I can have a day off. I want to work the weekends I had. Like, I worked 7 days straight, and I had the weekend off. You work when you feel like you don't work, and you want to work, and different things like this, and work when it's there, and just make sure you look after yourself. Some of the food I can't eat anymore, and some food I didn't like eating, now I eat it. It's weird how it is. Some drinks I can't drink. Some of the hot stuff I'd rather eat it like lukewarm, than being roasting hot water. Put your hands in hot water, you can't handle it. Cold's the same. It was just one of them effects what I had at the time. But get in the shower and that, and you're right. It's just funny how it all works, and puts life in perspective when you face death. It is, but yeah, long story short, done what I had to do. Put my hand up, first one tells you to do it, and we went from there and never looked back. Always, one thing you have to stay is positive. Positive. Yeah, you're going to be in tears some days. Yeah, you're going to hurt. Yeah, you're going to be like, I can't do it. But you got to do it. That was the thing. And when you got a good team of doctors around you, and the good nurses, they treat you like you're human. Like you haven't got cancer. Lost a few friends, lost a few mates, a few friends throughout the cancer journey. I much thought I was going to catch it, but it proves who your real friends are. It does. Yeah. But 12 months has passed. No sign of cancer. Had my routine checkups, blood tests, this sort of stuff. Yeah, the body aches. The body's starting to get a bit of muscle tone here, there. You work at it. To go do a full workout, you can't. So you just got to keep active and eat what you want to eat. You can't. Well, I'll eat what I want to eat because I cheated death, pretty much. I faced death. Now I'm going to eat what I want to eat and different things. But yeah, long story short, 12 months cancer free. I'm here to tell the tale. Maybe one day it'll probably sink in, and then I'll do a proper full length. Do a few chit chats, how it all went and what was entailed. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there going through it. That's the thing. So you can't give up. Yeah, you might tell you it's the end, but you know, it's around everywhere. To sit there and see old people, young people, people my age, bit young, you know, come through, men, lady, everything. And I'm sort of thinking, how does the kids do it? Like, how does the kids do it? Because it's hard enough when you're an adult to go through it. So, that's just phenomenal. It is. So, yeah. But 12 months cancer free. It does feel like I've done the loop back around. I've gone through all that. Now back to where I started with my own business. So I had to restart that. And it's took off like buggery. Like it has. And I've had a lot of people come in. My old customers meet new people. They had cancer. They haven't, you know. It's funny. They all either had cancer themselves. People who's come through and all they had a family member pass through it or a family member's gone through it. It's shit. Like, and when they said I had cancer, I lost my pop to cancer, I lost my mum to cancer. Yeah, I got an auntie going through it now, and yeah. And then to me to get it, it's like, shit, it's no hope. And then get one person tell me I was going to die, and you know, you're all over the place. But I'm here to tell the tale. 12 months later, start life again. Alright, might leave it all to it. That was just a bit of a chit chat. And yeah, it does sit in the back of your mind. It could come back. But it's like anything. Yeah, the doctor always said I was built differently. Proved it, I suppose. Alright, I'll leave it all to it and see you all later.